Hello. Hello. Right, I'm just going to quickly share this into my group so that they can see it too. Because I didn't tell anyone I was going to be live, so the more people tell about it now, the better, right? So if you're here in replay, please come and say hello. I would love to know that you're here. I'd love to have a chat with you. We'll just get that in the right place. There we are. And just see what's going on with you. So I just thought I'd come on because we've got 3 days until the summer holidays over here in Northumberland. So it's getting a bit scary. It's getting quite exciting as well because we're going to do lots of fun stuff with the kids over the summer. I don't know what you're going to do over the summer, but I am planning on working less days, longer hours in the days I do work, probably more evenings, but it'll be fine. I'm really excited about it. Loads of fun with my kids, and I'm going to get lots of stuff done. So I think a lot of people feel, don't they, that over the summer holidays they tend to get quite quiet and they have time to work on their businesses. That actually is not the case for me. I think, hi Mandy, I think that my business is one of those things where people are like, I am quiet, I am going to work on branding now. So I tend to be quite busy over some holidays, which is nice, except I am going to work less. So yeah, some holidays are very exciting. I've already been sunburnt, which hurts. I'm not used to being sunburnt. Yeah, so hopefully that won't happen again. But today I just want to talk about these. So you might have seen these before. I have shared this one, which is the winter one, several times last year. It's just like a really lovely example of branding. I think it's beautiful. But the summer one arrived. It actually arrived probably a couple of weeks ago now. And this is from Neptune, who are they do like home furniture and paint and stuff. Actually, I don't really know. I'm just guessing because I've never actually read this. I just think it looks beautiful. But I thought I wanted to show you this one as well because I think these are so lovely as a great example of really lovely branding. So let's get going. So this is the cover. This is the winter cover. So you can see that there is a difference between the covers. So we've got like a which one's which? Well, a really sort of, well, you know, it is wintry. It's sort of a bit dark, and we've got a more muted version, which is the summer version. Summer is definitely sort of a more muted sort of time, whereas winter is like really dramatic. So in the winter one, let's just find the picture. We've got really dramatic photographs like this because winter is all about drama. And in the summer one, they've got, let me find a photograph. There were some photographs there. They were nice. They've got sort of almost summer-orientated pictures, you know, with like greens and, you know, muted summery colours, and there's a bit pink in there. And it's just a completely different sort of vibe. But it's still just the same in terms of really beautiful branding. And the two magazines, brochures, whatever you want to call them, they both work so well together. I'm probably going to struggle to do this. No, I'm not going to manage to do that. Earlier, I sort of flicked through them both at the same time, and I could see that they were different, but they were both very, very similar in style. And that is what you're aiming to do with your branding, you know. So the winter one and the summer one both have really similar look and feel to them, but they are different because they have different content in them. And, you know, the same could be said for anything you design. It doesn't have to be a brochure. It could be, you know, your website. You might decide to change something on that seasonally, or you might have different leaflets for different topics, different things that you do, for example. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, seasonal. It can be, you know, you have different categories, or you offer one service and another service and another service. And, you know, you want them all to be cohesive and, you know, across your brand and all look the same, but with a slightly different look and feel. I think they've achieved this really, really well. So the reason I like these is because I just think they're beautiful. They're done really lovely. Let me just flick through it a little bit. It's going to fit the screen. I can't see what I'm looking at. Right, so you can see they've got lovely typeface on there, and then they've got these colours, which are sort of a little bit more summery, but they're still very much within the same sort of palette of colours that they've used in the winter one. They're just sort of slightly more muted. They're sort of more, like these ones, they've used more dramatic colours, and then this one they've used more subdued sort of summery colours, but they still go really, really well together. And you can't say that those don't go really well together, because they do, they look lovely. And they're just really great. So they've really thought about the colour scheme. They've thought about the photographs that they use. See, there's a different colour and another photograph. Oh, and is this the right page? It's a lovely page, which I definitely want to show you. Let me just find it. I think we're nearly here. Where they've put in some beautiful illustrations. There we go. Now they're just lovely. Don't they say an awful lot about what they do and about craftsmanship and things being handmade and being just really, really beautiful. So they're talking here all about the tools of their trade for crafting their furniture with. They've got, this is quite a summery looking larder. Looks better than my cupboards do in the kitchen. That's for sure. And I just think that's so lovely. And they've got like this sort of pinky colour, so they've gone and used a really summery sort of colour scheme again, but still so much in keeping with the other one they did. So it all matches really beautifully. We've got the history of pattern, which I'm definitely going to have to read because I'm really interested in pattern. So that'll be absolutely lovely. I'm excited about that. They've chosen, again, just pictures that really, really work for them. Actually, photography is so crucial when it comes to working on your brand. Now, I'm not a photographer, but I have worked with and I know various photographers. Mandy's here, she's a great photographer. And having a really good photograph or having a set of really good photographs to use within your business is so helpful, because you can have something that is so beautifully designed, and then if you whack a hideous photograph in it, maybe that you've taken yourself and maybe you're not a very good photographer and it's like it'll do, or a really bad stock image that doesn't fit with your brand, it can absolutely ruin the design of what you've done and just knock it so that it isn't on brand anymore, and it's just completely out of kilter with what you're trying to achieve. So photography is really important. It's still got lovely illustrations in here, all the same kind of elements that they had in the winter one, but just so beautiful, and you feel like just really comfortable when you flick through this and you read this, and like, you know, it doesn't feel like you're reading something that is from a brand. They're not selling to you. Good images sell your business or service. Exactly, they so do, and they're really hard to get right, which is why photographers like Mandy are absolutely fantastic to help capture what you're all about. Because, you know, they say, you know, a picture speaks 1,000 words, and it so does. So yeah, I just felt that I wanted to show you this because it's another lovely summary picture. Because they've just really got it right with their photography. They've got their whole branding is just so beautiful. What was the same before? I can't even remember now. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what it was. I was saying it feels like a Neptune magazine, and it feels really comfortable, and you feel like really quite excited to open it. I mean, I'm obviously storing these, and you want to read it. It smells nice, colours are beautiful, and it all works really well together because they've used all the lovely fonts and lovely pictures that tie it all together really beautifully. So that was quite a dark colour there, wasn't it? Which ties in. That wasn't the one I was talking about, but you know, it's still a big colour block. And that was it. And it ties in really well with the winter one, but they've used that more sparingly this time than they did in the winter one, because this is a summer magazine. So I think seasons and colours are really fascinating, and maybe I should do a live on that tomorrow. I'll think about that. But actually, we've got 5 minutes with tomorrow, 5 minutes with Susan Smalley, which is all about letting your light shine. It's going to be amazing. So you want to join us tomorrow? I think it's at 10 a.m. I should have checked this before I came on, shouldn't I? Where is she? Yeah, 10 a.m. 5 minutes with Susan Smalley. So come join us tomorrow in my group, brandconfidence.co.uk, to watch that. But anyway, yes, I might do it on Friday about colours and seasons. But yeah, they've just got it so beautiful, and they haven't sort of gone into it and gone, bye from us, this is Neptune, you know, we are who we are. They've just sort of put this beautiful thing together that conveys everything about who they are and conveys what they're all about, and just looks really, really stunning. I'm sure that you probably have something lying around in your house that, you know, might have a sort of a look and a feel to it where you feel like that about a business, where it's like you've just stepped into their company, you're easy having a cup of tea with them, and you just feel really comfortable. But they're not really going, I am Neptune, but you know that they are, and you feel really comfortable in their presence, you know. And I think that's what this is doing. And I suppose that's what I want you to achieve as well, because they are really just totally getting it there with their branding. I should flick through it all day. Another lovely picture. Is that getting in there? Yeah, it's so summary. So summary. Conveys so much about what they do. It's aspiration. People buy into aspiration. Yes, they do. It is aspirational. Second time I've heard that word in 2 days. Very aspirational. Another lovely photograph. Anyway, I'm sure you can probably go and get hold of one of these yourself. They're just absolutely lovely. But yeah, creating something that is really conveys everything that what your business is about and what your brand is all about and what you're trying to communicate to people. And like I say, it doesn't have to be a magazine. It could be your website. It could be the graphics you put on your social media. It could be a banner that you take to an event, or the way that you lay out your table at a trades show or something like that. It's like every single opportunity where you connect with somebody else in your business is your opportunity to convey something about your business, and to have something that you've got that you can help yourself put something together like this. So this won't have just been thrown together. They'll have gone, I'm going to use these colour schemes, I'm going to use these fonts, I'm going to use these photographs. They'll have picked it all really carefully so that they can put something together beautifully. So they'll have it there in like a brand style guide. I imagine they have a brand style guide because this is quite a big document, and they're obviously producing them every year, every season even. Plus they've got their website and all the other things they have as well. But you could just have a style sheet that can make it really easy for you as well. So you've got all of those decisions pre-made for you, and you can just go off and create something that really tells people something about what you are and about your business so that they want to know more. Right in here, they don't mention who they are very much. They've got a tiny writing at the front down here. They've got a logo at the back. I think I noticed a logo on the side of a building when I was flipping through it earlier, which is obviously part of the photograph. They haven't got anything that's like, look at us, buy from us, which I'm not saying is a bad thing to do, because you do have to eat. But they've just made it something so you feel really comfortable and you want to know who this is and you want to know more about it. And I imagine if I went to a Neptune store, I don't know if there are any near me, that I'd probably feel really happy and comfortable because I really like this, and it would just fit really well with me. So they've reached into things that matter to me, that appeal to me, which is exactly what you need to be doing in your business. You need to work out how to convey your values, who you want to convey them to. You need to work out what your brand personality is, and you need to create this document, this something that you have that tells you exactly what steps to take in order to create something incredible every time that's going to reach into the hearts and minds of your ideal clients, so that they'll go, yes, I need to know more about you, and where do I sign over like everything that I need to give you so that I can have what I want. And so creating that is something that you can totally do yourself. Absolutely, you can do that yourself. It's something that there's information about inside the Brand Success Club. But you can do that just by making those key decisions on your own. You don't need to necessarily have a guide to follow, although I think there are blog posts. I have written blog posts which tell you exactly what to do. So you're making decisions, really important decisions, and making sure that everything fits together beautifully. But if you feel that you don't have time for that because it is the summer holidays in 3 days' time, and you're like, I need to get this stuff sorted out so that I can go into next term just like bang, isn't this fantastic? I have a summer branding offer which is really good. You get all of this stuff done for you. You get access to Brand Success Club, so you can get more information to help you build your brand. You get a coaching session. I should have put this in front of me because I can't remember what you get. You get templates. You get loads of templates. You get graphics for your social media, and obviously within that you also get your logo. You get all the brand elements that you need. So things like they've got in here, like these illustrations. I've got all the shit with the tools I showed you before. They've got oh, I can't see one in this one. In the last one, in winter, they had like a little N in the middle of a line. It was this beautiful element that broke text up. Oh, there it is, like that. You can barely see it. It's really rubbish, isn't it, screen? But they've chosen all of their typefaces. They've got like an idea for the kind of photographs they should take. They obviously know like their layouts, and they've got their columns and everything set up. All of that stuff can be done for you. So I'm going to put the link in the comments. You can go and check out the summer branding package. There's only 3 spaces left, but I'm either going to reduce it because I don't think I'm going to be able to manage 3 anymore, because since I wrote that page, I have got more work. And I'm concerned that I won't be able to complete it by when I've said I would. I've said I'll complete it by September. So like the next person who buys, I probably can complete the project by September, just in time for going back next term. But I'm going to have to change it, I think, to October, because I think I've just got too much to do now, which is lovely. So I think I'm going to extend that offer so that it'll be just go over a bit of a longer time scale, really. So I'll sort that out. But anyway, I'll put the link in the comments. It'd be great if you check that out, because I'd really love to help you out with this so that you can have beautiful things like this as well. Because it just really helps you step into that business and feel like you want to know more about them. Totally what I want for you. And I want you to have a brilliant summer and not be stressed about getting all this stuff sorted, because I can do it for you. Yeah, so that was it. So I am going to go, because I have got to go and pick up a computer from the computer shop. And a few other things to do before I have to go to the school run. So yeah, have a brilliant rest of your day. Let me know what you've got planned for the summer. Let me know if you need a hand with creating a style guide so that you can create this kind of thing yourself. And I can pop some links in the comments if you ask me. But I haven't got time right now, but I can certainly pop some in later. And I'll see you tomorrow, 10 AM, Susan Smalley, 5 minutes with Susan Smalley on letting your light shine, which is going to be amazing. And she shared with me what her 3 tips are going to be. And I know it's going to be fantastic, because Susan's fantastic. So I'll see you then. Great, bye.